QUBT. QUBT. Quantum computer stocks. That is a stock for speculation. It has no dividend. When I first bought the stock, it was less than $3. The highest it's ever been was around 15. When I bought it, it was around, well, I bought it at more different prices. The last time I bought it, it was $7.55. It's not $7.55, it's down. The number of shares I have, I had at one time put about $600 in, and it's around $487 after I bought the other 4 shares, so it's down quite a bit. But the speculation is something that you put money into that you're not expecting money immediately. You speculate that the price will go up, and sometimes it doesn't. It's like that fiasco we had a few weeks ago, whenever that was, on GameStop. Whenever that was, people speculated that the price was going to go up and up and up, and it went up and up and up. The last time I bought 4 shares of QUBT, I put it in for $7.55, and it took about 2 months for it to get down to that price. It was $10 or $11 when I made that order. So I waited because I was ready to do another 3 months. My broker allows me to purchase stocks at particular prices that I want to buy it at, and if it gets down to that price, it buys it. So you can automate your purchases. If you think that the price of the stock is going to go down in the next 90 days, sometimes I've put in a price that's lower than it was supposed to be, and it's like a minute later, boom, it hits that price and buys the stock. So you have to be very careful when you purchase stock, because now the $600 is around $487, and that's after I put another 30 in with the $7.55. The price will probably go back up, but right now I'm down over 100, 113, something like that, more than that, because of the other stocks that I bought at $7.55. So the price is around 6 something, I believe. I don't know. Look it up. QUBT. QUBT. It's around 6 something. That's a speculative stock. So do you want to buy speculative stocks? Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. You could lose your shirt, or you could buy a Corvette. I have less than 100 shares. My intention is to buy 3,000. You say, well, the price is still going down. It could go down. That's what speculators do. They speculate. Now, I have a mix, okay? As I mentioned earlier on another video, ETFs, I bought some ETFs. The main thrust of my purchases is dividend-producing stocks. Some of my stocks are ETFs. I have a couple. 2 ETFs right now. I might go up to 5. I have about 40 income-producing stocks. I think one of them stopped giving a dividend. I still held it. But about 42, 43 stocks that all have dividends. That's my main thrust. My main thrust. Now, do I want not to buy a Microsoft when it's less than $10 a piece? I don't think so. That will go up in value, in my estimation, my belief, QUBT will go up in value, in my estimation. I remember years ago I was talking to one of my coworkers about Enron being an energy company. This is before Enron went down to zero, or zilch, or down. And I kept talking about Enron this and Enron that, and he said, oh, okay, he's talking about Enron. And then the scandal hits. The people in the Enron business decided to try to cheat. And so the stock that I was looking at became less and less and less. I should have shorted it. But the stock The idea of Enron was a good one. They were in many different facets of energy at that time. You know, they were, if it was an energy thing, they would buy it. I had started something called Qubt that was supposed to be the same thing, an energy company, which was modeled after Enron. The problem with Enron, in my estimation at that time, was that Enron decided that certain individuals in Enron decided that if they could cheat and make personal value for themselves, they do it. So to fix that, my decision for the Qubt business was this. Everybody that brings in money gets a percentage of what they bring in. I mean, I'm talking about the highball producers. So if you make 5%, if you bring in $1 million deal and you get 5% of that, you get 50 grand. Unfortunately, I have to go.